Don't show up, don't come out.
What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep what recent news topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow. And yeah, this is the part where I would tell you things that you need to know, but I don't think there's anything outside of today's topics that I need to tell you about. So just have a good day. I appreciate when you guys subscribe and like the videos, and yeah, let's get into what you guys want to talk about. So yeah, first up we have SwiftX Smiles saying Twitter banning people for using the word Memphis. Apparently as of yesterday, saying the word Memphis, which is a city in Tennessee, was actually able to get you banned on Twitter. And yeah, as you guys can see, Twitter support said a number of accounts that tweeted the word Memphis were temporarily limited due to a bug. It's been fixed and the accounts have now been restored. We're sorry this happened. So yeah guys, thousands of accounts were getting banned for anyone who just nonchalantly threw around the word Memphis on Twitter. So yeah, in case you were curious as to why thousands of accounts were being suspended, I will tell you why. Here's the source right here, one person who was talking about it. And again, this is kind of speculation, but I think it's actually true based off the research that I've seen, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I just gotta let you guys know what's going on here. Swift on Security, this Twitter account about almost 24 hours ago, said, if you want a 12-hour break from Twitter, just tweet this city name and you will be immediately locked. Followed by, have you ever seen Tristan plus El Salde? I don't know what that is. Where they put the body on a small boat and let the tide take it away, and archers with flaming arrows set it on fire from the bluff. Such a good movie. And they post a screen cap of just basically all of these people getting violated by the Twitter rules. And then finally finishing up saying, what's possible as a Twitter staffer tried to block the street address, but the postal syntax acted as an escape sequence where the original was multi-line and they only pasted the city. And as you guys can see here, the image says violating our rules against posting private information. So yeah, the speculation guys is that Twitter was trying to block out a specific address where people weren't going to post someone's address to prevent someone from being doxxed. And by doing so, anybody who put in the word Memphis was basically blocked for posting protected information. So yeah, that's literally the reason why thousands of accounts were getting suspended yesterday and the reason why Memphis was banned on Twitter. That's it. There's nothing else you need to know. Let's move on. So Mike AT2 said the cancellation of Bill Burr. So yeah guys, this is Bill Burr. In case you guys don't know who he is, he's a stand-up comedian. You've probably seen him on Netflix. And yeah, I think he was actually under fire for defending Gina Carano when it came to that whole Mandalorian Disney fiasco that I think happened about a week ago. And And yeah guys, I'm not going to go back in time and talk about the whole Gina Carano situation because I just don't feel like it. However, apparently he was trending last night because he was on the Grammys, and if you guys look at, you type in Bill Burr on Google, the top story says Bill Burr draws criticism over Grammys premiere ceremony jokes. Bill Burr roasted for mispronouncing singer's name at Grammys. Bill Burr's controversial 2021 Grammys presentation sparks backlash from viewers. So yeah, in case you guys want to know why Bill Burr was being canceled, there was 3 things that he said at the Grammys that apparently pissed off a lot of people. Comedian Bill Burr is drawing criticism on social media over remarks he made while presenting a series of awards at the 2021 Grammy Awards premiere ceremony. After walking on stage to piano music, Burr said, "Was I the only one that wanted to kill himself during that piano solo? I bought a suit for this. I thought I was going to be on TV. I'm such a moron. I'm losing so much money." But yeah, enter Exhibit A for cancellation. Apparently he came up on stage on the piano solo and he told a joke that some people didn't find funny. I'm guessing some people did, but I'm guessing some people didn't. Continuing, Burr presented several awards including Best Latin Rock or Alternative Album, Best Choral Performance, Best Classical Instrument Solo Performance, Best Classical Vocal Album, and Best Classical Compendium. As he presented the Best Original Mexican Music Award, for which Natalia Lafourcade won, Burr mispronounced the singer's name and apologized. "I can't say the name. The Grammy goes to Natalia Lafourcade. I will accept on behalf of her. If I butchered her name, I'm sorry, Natalia, you won." But yeah, enter Exhibit B. Bill Burr apparently could not pronounce Natalia's name, and he basically said, "If I butchered your name, I'm sorry, Natalia, you won." That's the second reason why people were trying to cancel him. And then finally, Exhibit 3. While presenting Best Tropical Latin Album, Burr said, "The feminists are going nuts. Why is this cis white male doing all this Latino stuff?" So yeah, those are the 3 exhibits as to why he was being canceled on the Grammys. And I've got to say, if these are the 3 reasons why Bill Burr was being canceled, I would say the bar for getting canceled has definitely been lower. So yeah guys, as you guys probably know, Twitter decided to make it both political and racist. Someone here posted, "So anyway, here's right-wing racist Bill Burr and his wife, #Grammys, and apparently Bill Burr is married to a black woman." So yeah guys, that's the situation in a nutshell. The way that things work kind of nowadays is that if you are a controversial person, like somebody like Bill Burr, and you've said things in the past that could get you canceled, or if you said things or jokes or you joked about any kind of group of people as a comedian, when you come up and you do things, if you tell a bad joke, you could breathe, fart or cough the wrong way say, and people will be like, oh my god, why did he do that? And oh, by the way, this you, and use that to try to cancel you. In this case, this is Bill Burr being canceled for which I feel were pretty much just mild jokes. Like, I can understand people being like, oh no, I don't like that, that's in bad taste, but this guy has said a lot worse. And I've seen, again, a lot of Netflix specials where people go off on the handle with some dark humor that goes way, way, way beyond what you saw at the Grammys. So a lot of people don't like Bill Burr, and there's a lot of people who don't like the people who don't like Bill Burr. That's the situation in a nutshell. Moving on. So several said, oh god, bruh, they made a naked Pyra Mod. God bless the modders. And it's Pyra naked. I mean, you can see that she's being, blanked out and she's edited, but a week ago, no. Someone made a Pyra mod where basically Pyra's boobs just basically jiggled, and then people in the Smash community got really upset. Now someone has decided to go even further and make a mod where she's just completely naked, and then people are basically trying to bait people from being like, hey, this is offensive, hey, this hurts me, hey, why are you doing this, hey, why are you objectifying video game women, hey, and then they go and reply like, you're stupid, you fell for the bait, you're stupid, you're sensitive, GG's. And yeah, I can't scroll down any further because Joy-Con James basically shows off the rest of the naked pictures of Pyra, and not suitable for kids. But yeah, it has like 710 quote retweets, 12,000 likes, 1,500 retweets in one day. Obviously, stirring up a lot of both discussion and horny people. And to be honest, guys, there's nothing more to say about it. That's the Pyra being naked in a nutshell situation. If you look at the replies yourself, or you look at the quote retweets, it's just a bunch of people poking fun at the Smash community for feeling offended for objectifying a video game person. That's the situation. All right, so Jake sent me an article talking about Neekolul Sanchez, who was arrested and sent to anger management. She's the okay boomer girl, maybe cute, but apparently she has a violent history. So you guys, as much as I would love to kind of go into detail about the situation that's happening with Neekolul, I can't, because if I go into any more detail, or if I go into too much detail and be too descriptive with it, I will get demonetized because it has, I guess, some sensitive issues, and I'm tired of getting demonetized. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not big or wealthy enough to talk about things that will get me demonetized because I gotta make some money. I gotta make bread. I'm working. This is my job. But if you want the PG version of this TLDR, there's a girl named Neekolul. Again, I just explained what she was, the okay boomer girl, and now she's a successful streamer and influencer. And the other day she came out with this twit longer, and in this twit longer she basically explained a long history of bad things that happened between her and an ex-boyfriend. And in this situation, apparently she had went to jail, and there were some things that he did. It seems like it was not a good situation, if you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, she explained her side of the story, and in the tweet itself you just see replies from people like Pokimane and people who are basically her mutuals saying like, hey, so brave, hey, here's a heart emoji, hey, I'm glad you were able to talk about this, hey, I'm glad you were able to survive this, etc, etc. However, there's another side of the story. People like Destiny have been basically reviewing the article and finding the other side of the story. This is just her side of the story, Neekolul talking about what she happened. There's no other person talking about this situation. But if you look into it a bit further, yes, she had to go to anger management, and I believe she was like in jail, and she had to get posted for bond for like $20,000. I think, yes, that's the details, and that's the situation. People are saying there's two sides to the story. Personally, I don't really know how to feel about it because, there's not even a second person that's actually out here talking about this situation. I don't know if she came out and wanted to talk about this situation because it's been on her mind for a long time. I don't know if she came out about this because maybe somebody was going to expose her and she's doing this preemptively. I don't know the situation or the details. But to be honest, unless the second party wants to come out and tell their side of the story, it just seems to be a lot of people critiquing the document that she made and trying to interpret the reasons as to why she did it, whether she did it for clout or whether she did it because she wanted to basically, get something off her chest to empower herself as well. Who knows? Moving on. Mountain Man Micah said the whole Grammy situation. Zayn Malik and The Weeknd tweeted some stuff, and I figure you might know more. Yes, I do know more. There was a pretty big, huge fiasco going on with the Grammys where a lot of people were not happy with the outcome. For those of you guys who don't know, the Grammys is an award show where award people for people who did music. However, a lot of people are upset about the situation and believe the Grammys is actually racist, and essentially to get an award you have to basically be in the in group and shake hands and do backdoor deals in order to actually get nominated. So yeah, guys, first on the list, we're going to talk about The Weeknd, who will no longer submit music to the Grammy Awards after snub. So I'll read this quick little article for you guys. It said the Canadian pop star whose single Blinding Lights was the biggest seller in the world last year was not shortlisted for a single award. He later called the lack of recognition an attack. In a new statement ahead of Sunday's ceremony, the singer said, "I will no longer allow my label to submit my music to the Grammys." He said he would remain absent from the event until the Recording Academy, which organizes the awards, got rid of the secret secret committees that decide many of the nominations. Continuing, the Grammys voting procedures are notoriously opaque, with review committees having the final say in 72 of the 83 categories. The anonymous panels, which can include musicians, record label staff, and experts, review the initial choices of the Grammy voters and have the final say over who makes the shortlist. Organizers say they are vital to ensuring the awards are balanced, but many artists are suspicious about a procedure that means votes can be overruled. Earlier this week, former One Direction star Zayn Malik criticized the lack of transparency of the nomination process, saying the current system allows favoritism, racism, and networking politics to influence the voting. The Weeknd isn't the first artist to withdraw. Drake declined to submit his 2018 album More Life for Grammys consideration, while Frank Ocean chose not to participate in 2017. Continuing, I think the infrastructure of the awarding system and the nomination system and screening system is dated. He said, I'd rather this be my Colin Kaepernick moment for the Grammys than sit there in the audience. Responding to the Weeknd statement, the Recording Academy's acting chief executive Harvey Mason Jr. said the organization was constantly changing. He told the New York Times, we're all disappointed when anyone is upset, but I will say that we are constantly evolving, and this year, as in past years, we are going to take a hard look at how to improve our awards process, including the nomination review committee. And you know what, guys, maybe I'm being a little bit biased about the situation, but I thought Blinding Lights was one of the best songs of 2020. I absolutely love that song, like love it with a passion. Anyway, yeah, it's been like in the Hot 100 for like 65 weeks. Apparently it broke some record where it was like #1 for about like 30 or 40 weeks. Like it was beating people like Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran. He was basically beating all of these songs, and for the longest time his song was at the top of the charts for 2020. But yeah, guys, this happens every year. Some artists who believes that they should have, gotten an award or should have gotten nominated don't. And then when they don't, they basically say, oh man, this is racism, or oh man, the people in the background, you gotta shake hands. This happens every single year at the Grammys, to the point where people don't even take the Grammys, seriously. Some people do and some people don't. So you guys, we're gonna wrap this up because I'm gonna give you the quickest of TLDRs of who won at the Grammys, like who won like the biggest names and the biggest awards, and like who their competitors were. So #1, Billie Eilish, she won Record of the Year with Everything I Wanted. Some notable names that she beat was Beyonce with Black Parade. She beat DaBaby, Rockstar. She beat Circles by Post Malone. She beat Savage, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce. A lot of people were surprised that she beat Savage. They thought that Savage would get Record of the Year. And I even think that Billie Eilish, when she accepted the award, I think that she said she didn't deserve it and it deserved to go to Savage, Megan Thee Stallion. Continuing, Album of the Year went to Taylor Swift, which I'm actually happy about because I'm secretly a Swiftie. I absolutely loved Folklore. Okay, Cardigan, like all the songs on her CD. Oh my god, I'm a Swiftie. You guys don't know it, I'm a Swiftie. I love her music and I love Cardigan. So yeah, this one was kind of controversial. Song of the Year went to I Can't Breathe by Her. This beat out songs like Black Parade by Beyonce. It beat The Box by Roddy Ricch. It beat Cardigan. It beat Post Malone. It beat everybody. And I'm going to be completely honest, I've never heard of it until they actually announced it at the awards. Obviously, the song being about, George Floyd and what happened in 2020, I was a little bit surprised by this, but technically, I'm just going to say, I just never heard the song before. I imagine it had to be a good song for it to beat these names, but some people are basically being like, maybe they won just based on the premise of what the topic was about. So you guys, Best New Artist went to Megan Thee Stallion, definitely in part because of WAP, which they actually performed at the Grammys, and yeah, it was a good performance. I love WAP, and I like Megan Thee Stallion, and I like Cardi B, and yeah, I think this was well deserved. Best Pop Solo Performance went to Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar. Watermelon Sugar. He beat out people like Taylor Swift with Cardigan. He beat out Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. He beat out Yummy by Justin Bieber. I don't even know why Justin Bieber got put up there, to be honest. Yummy, I felt like was a terrible song, in my opinion. I hated Yummy. And Doja Cat Say So. So I think this was a kind of like, people wanted Taylor Swift to win this one, Cardigan, but I felt like, Watermelon Sugar was a pretty good song. It's a good pop song, So yeah. So for Best Pop Duo / Group Performance, a lot of people believe that BTS got snubbed here. The winner was actually Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande for Rain on Me. However, a lot of people wanted it to be Dynamite BTS because, BTS is huge and they're very, very successful. And all of the ARMY fans, by the way, if you don't know, an ARMY are all the stands of BTS. That's in case you just didn't know that. And yeah, people were kind of upset that, BTS didn't win. Also, another controversial one was Best Pop Vocal Album. It went to, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Dua Lipa. But yeah, it went to Future Nostalgia, which again beat Justin Bieber. It beat Harry Styles. It beat Taylor Swift. Again, the Swifties were mad. And to me personally, again, like I said, I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. However, I absolutely love one of the songs on this soundtrack. It's the Don't Start Now. Like, if you don't want to see me messing with somebody. Oh man, don't show up. Don't come back. That's my jam, yo. I'm all good already. I'm up, all steady. Okay, news. All right, guys, that's the end of today's episode. I'm having too much fun. Just as a reminder, if you didn't drop that like at the beginning of the video, can you do me a favor if you made it to the end, drop a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Look, I'm working on something in the background. I'm working on content to make for you guys when there's no news. I'm tired of when there's nothing going on to not make some news. I'm going to do something. I'm gonna make it happen, but I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want to speak into existence and then later on I'm like, oh god, I should have did that. So just know I'm trying my best in the background. I'll see you guys later. You guys stay hydrated and have a great rest of your week.